Well, hello, my beautiful Leo. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-February right through to mid-March 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Leo, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who is coming in your way. And of course, we have Valentine's Day from the middle of this month, so let's see what's going on in and around that date as well. But this reading is good for the next 6 weeks, okay? This is actually a prime time to meet somebody new. And also, I do want you to be aware, it is also a prime time for people from the past to try and reunite with exes. So let's see what's coming in for you in particular. But that is how the energy is panning out right now for the next 6 weeks or so, okay? Now, looking at your energy, I feel like you've had a really tough time in love. You're super independent. You're someone who is very strong. You've taken a very, very difficult journey in life. And, you know, you are in a protective measure, okay? Your first card there is the Bear. Now, in the Lenormand deck, this literally means you have the gift of endurance. You're not giving up on love. I feel a lot of you are looking at life in general right now and trying to find stability and security in your present circumstances. And some of you beautiful Leos, this card can indicate, and it's not going to resonate with everyone, but I do have to mention it because it's coming up there. Some of you may have been bullied in the past when you were younger, or you may have found people trying to dull your shine, trying to make you fit into a little box of their expectations, or even, you know, try and knock your confidence in some way because they feel intimidated by your personal power. And I feel you've had to really come to terms with that and try and build strength and confidence regardless of those circumstances. So you are one tough cookie, okay? But you've learned to be independent and super self-sufficient. And some of you may be wondering, is that level of independence intimidating to other people, especially when it comes to love? Well, the answer is no. Because the right person is going to love you for who you are, and they're going to love that strength that's about you as well. So I want you to be aware of that. Now, it is number 15 there. 15 connects to the Devil card energy. So some of you are feeling really stuck in your current circumstances. Now, the Devil card is not to be feared. It's actually an experience we all have on our journey, because the major arcana is, you know, our life's journey. We all start off with the Fool card, which is the beginning, that bright spark full of optimism and potential, and then we learn life lessons as we go along the way. And whenever we all get to the Devil card energy, it means there's something in our path that holds us back. Now, this could be that there is currently no one about that you're interested in, no one who's got that spark, but it can also indicate you're being encouraged to lead with your passions at this time, and to, not be so self-contained. And, you know, we are all guilty of that from time to time, and you are a fire element. And when that energy is contained, it can make you feel frustrated, feel stuck. You get in a cycle of repeat, or things get dull and boring. You need to come out of your comfort zone. So at this time, you are being encouraged to, set your passions free, set your soul on fire, really shine your wonderful light and get out there and be seen. Again, that's easier said than done, of course. Some of you may be looking at events or invitations that you want to be invited to, or some of you are looking at new hobbies or new experiences in order to put yourself in a position to meet someone new. But ultimately, I feel like you're doing something for yourself, because the Sun card at the end there, that is a Leo energy, and that's all about identity. It's about your personal development and your strength, but it's also about, your ego, and not in the negative sense. We all have different aspects of ego that arise at different times. This is more about your sense of identity, who you are. But also it's about letting people see you, okay? And some of you, especially with the Devil card energy present in this card, it highlights that some of you may have attracted people in the past who were codependent, or who had trust issues, addictions, insecurities, or tried to control you in some way. And you are here to have a wonderful life experience. You're not here to be controlled by anybody. You're here to connect to someone where there is reciprocity, where there is a deep bond, friendship, and there is a deep love. Now, with the Sun card present, it tells me that you are going to meet somebody. There is a high level commitment that will bloom and blossom, okay? But right now, you've been in a period of self-reflection. And some of you, during this time, you can be called to be very nostalgic. So, moments of the past may arise in your mind where you really reflect on situations that you felt you wasted time with a person, or you let a person, overstep a mark, or you overgave in some way, or you didn't trust your intuition. Now, this is an energy where we must look at those experiences and recognize they were there to learn a lesson, very valuable and sometimes painful lessons that we are taught, but equally, they are there to help strengthen us, okay? And I feel like you are very, very strong. You may have experienced things from your past, childhood experiences, childhood wounding there, but also some of you may have even witnessed divorces or breakups or separations or a turbulent home environment that set the foundation of what it means to love. And it can mean that your vision of love has sort of influenced the way you operate in love. And I feel whilst these experiences, whatever they may be, up until this day, they shaped who you are, they are not going to impede your future happiness, because that was a past narrative, and anything in the past is now an illusion. It no longer exists, only in memory form, okay? So I feel it's very important to recognize that, but you have been doing a lot of self-reflection recently. And some of you, out there, you may be parents or guardians, and, I feel like you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders right now, and you've been super busy. And that's perhaps another reason why you haven't been able to get out there and, shine your wonderful brilliance and allow yourself to be seen. But this will change, okay? Now we do have the woman, and it's in the resistance position, okay? And this indicates, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. This indicates that some of you have been an overgiver, okay? You tend to be someone who really leads in a relationship when you get into one. I feel like you're the sort of person who comes up with wonderful ideas, wonderful experiences to, go for a date night. You're always giving, because the opposite of a feminine energy, of course, is the masculine energy. And that is to take action, to move forward. You're always giving, or trying to evolve and elevate to the next stage in a relationship. One of the lessons that you are here to learn, my beautiful Leo, is about reciprocity and allowing the other person to love you and to show you who they truly are. Because actions speak louder than words, okay? So if you're always the person who is taking action and you're showing displays of love and affection and care, don't ever change that about your wonderful self. You're not here to change yourself in a way for another person, but it is to acknowledge that you must allow the other person to step up, okay? Because, sometimes people, especially when they're with the wrong person, if they're a constant overgiver, then the other person is going to get a little bit comfortable with the fact that you're always putting a lot of legwork and effort into the relationship. So it feels really nice. And they start to sit back and they start to go, well, okay, I like this. And they're not making the effort that you are. So it can put things out of balance a little bit. Also, because I feel like you are super independent, very interesting. This is such an odd thing that's coming through, but I feel it's more of an indication of what they want to give as an example, okay? For example, if you're with a partner and, you've got really heavy shopping bags that you're carrying, and if that partner says, hey, do you want me to take one of those? And you go, no, it's okay, I got it. You know, this can be like a trauma response from previous experiences, but it can also be that you have been so independent and self-sufficient that you don't like share the load, and they're just going to coast with that energy. So again, please don't shoot the messenger when I say this. I'm just being given this energy of reciprocity. You know, if someone says, hey, you know, those look pretty heavy, can I help? Yeah, sure. Lighten the load. That'd be great. I'd really love your help. 9 times out of 10, people want to feel they have purpose. They want to have a sense of being involved. So I feel to some degree, because you've learned to be so strong in your energy, that I feel it's really important to just remember that you can sort of build a bond in different ways, and you don't always have to be, you know, proving yourself through romance and displays of affection, because you have such a beautiful, loyal heart, my beautiful Leo, and, you know, one of the most caring, generous signs who's really passionate and full of fun, right? But if you're always giving of that energy, you know, and the other person is always taking, then it's draining, and it's also tipping the balance. And when we get into a honeymoon period with a person from the very beginning, we tend to put that person on a pedestal because we feel like they're the best thing since sliced bread. And of course, we don't mean to do it. It just happens. We idolize the person that we fall in love with at first. And we're tipping the balance without even realizing. We're putting someone on a pedestal, which inadvertently means we're putting ourselves below them slightly because we're looking up. Okay, so I feel, again, that's a lesson that perhaps you have been learning, and it may have been something that has been repetitive in different situations or circumstances. Okay, now this is just your overarching energy. I definitely see that you are going to be open to receive, because anything that's in the resistance position, it will go into the upright by the end of the 6 weeks that I'm reading for. So it's number 29. When you reduce it, 2 plus 9 is 11, of course, which is not only a soul path number, a soul mate number, but it's also the justice card number, which is all about balance, reciprocity, weighing things up, and, you know, being in the flow of harmony. You know, when one point you're doing all the legwork in a relationship, then you sit back and allow the other person to come to you and show you how much they love you. So it's about tipping the balance. It can't always be level. You know, that's just not life. There's lots of ups and downs, but it is about keeping this sense of balance in a relationship, so that one person doesn't always feel like they're taken advantage of, okay? But with the right person, it's not going to be even a factor. But I feel we have to learn those lessons in order to be ready and create space for true love. Now, this card also indicates that you are deciding that you want to be happy, and you've been going through a period of self-care. Feel like you're really listening to your heart, and, you know, she is wearing a hat there. It's on the crown chakra. It is highlighting that you are lovable, that you deserve love, and that actually you've been shining your light, and now you're facing the sun. You're ready for that level of happiness. But you've learned to be happy all by yourself. You know, independence, self-sufficiency is one thing, but learning to love your own company and enjoy solitary time, doing the things that you love, is the most important, because whoever comes into your life as a relationship, they are a welcome addition to the life that you have built, okay? And I feel like you do bring a lot to the table of life and love, and I feel like you deserve someone who comes to the table with, you know, equal amounts of, stuff to offer, and be open to that level of intimacy. And I feel like you are ready for love. You've been creating a space there. The feminine energy, I feel like now you're open to receive, okay? Now, we've got the outcome energy as the sun, and when you reduce that, 31 it is, of course it's 4. 1 plus 3 is 4. So this is about solid foundation. It's emperor energy. It's really interesting that you've got kind of like empress energy, emperor energy going on here. So there is the yin and yang element of a partnership. And of course, number 4 is about creating solid foundations. But the sun card indicates that you have to be seen. Okay, so whether that's putting yourself out there on online dating, or whether it's, you know, getting out into the community to experience new events, or do something for you, as I said, whether it's a course of learning, I feel like you are shining your light. You are unique. I know it says it on my t-shirt here, but I feel it's really important to recognize that the person who is right for you is going to love all of you, all the aspects of self, even the parts that perhaps it's taken you a long time to learn to love as well. But the sun card indicates, you know, there is a brighter future to look forward to. There's a positivity here. Your hope for finding love is returning, and there is an awakening upon you. Some of you may want things in a person now that you never even thought about. many years ago, factors that are so important, and now you're establishing what it is that you want, and you're telling the universe, and the universe is delivering what it is that you desire there, because the Sun card represents a flourishing relationship, something that is going to blossom, and it indicates that you will reach your goal. It is a card of success. Okay. Now, some of you may have literally booked like some sort of travel that you are thinking about, because of course she is touching the hat there, touching the crown chakra, which is to know it's probably time for some sort of break or to do something for you. You've been doing the self-care. Some of you have been sort of in and out of self-care routines. You may have been fluctuating. Suddenly you're like, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to, run that bath. I'm going to have that movie by myself. And then other times you've almost like neglected your own needs. And I feel like you're trying to find balance in that routine or that fluctuation. But some of you may be thinking about having a quick getaway somewhere in the sun, or you're thinking about taking a vacation. But I feel right now you're in a reflective period where you're thinking, how can I get myself out to be seen without it feeling really like eggy or, orchestrated? You want something organic. And I feel that's something that you're going to accomplish. Okay. How would you like to receive? Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles as your starting position. We've got the Queen of Cups there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Some of you have experienced people who come into your life and they've been very inconsistent in their energy. Look, you got the Sun again, and this is on the earthly plane. Okay, so this tells me that you're attracting happiness, abundance, joy, but I feel, you're learning to sort of let your light shine. You've also got the Four of Swords in the Resistance position, which tells me it's in the past position, so it tells me that you've been in a very protective mode, you've been in a solitary energy for some time, and you've been healing. Some of you learning to meditate, connect to your higher self, and there is a chemistry, a spark that is coming in here for you. This is what's on the potential position, and this is what is above you. So Ace of Wands, new spark, doing something that you're really passionate about. We've got the Six of Swords. You're moving on from a situation that perhaps even hurt you, so you may be healing aspects of yourself. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? And here we go. We have that Page of Cups coming in. So there is new love on the horizon for you. And you may even be talking to someone new. And if you're not already, I definitely see that you will be attracting attention in the next 6 weeks from somebody. And it is the spark. It is the start of something that is very romantic. But let's see how it ends up there. We've got the King of Swords, okay, and the Ten of Wands. So the King of Swords can indicate you're going to be talking to somebody new, but it also can indicate, let's go one more actually, because it can indicate, there is an end of a cycle with someone that you think about from time to time. Six of Wands, yeah, you're going to be talking to someone new as well. There's going to be an influx of communication with someone here who actually knows what they want. But the Ten of Wands tells me that you're very busy. I feel like you're on the go. You are creating space for love at this time. But we'll get into it, because I do feel with that Ten of Wands there is something that perhaps has come to an end, and you're releasing the baggage, you're clearing space. And I also feel, the Ten of Wands can also indicate don't overcommit yourself to a situation. Allow that person to come to you. But anyway, let's get to the beginning. The Two of Pentacles is about finding balance in your life and being in the flow, the rhythm of life. Because sometimes it can feel like, you're super independent, you don't want anybody. Then suddenly you're like, it'd be really nice if I had a partner. So some of you are trying to create that balance in your life, but also you're super busy. I feel like you've been, multitasking. You have a lot of responsibilities there, and balance is the key to, having this longevity in the relationship that is coming in for you, because there is one coming in. Two of Pentacles is to work really hard, of course, but also to be flexible and create space for play, for fun, for getting out there and experiencing new things or new people. And I mean, the Two of Pentacles can also indicate dance. So some of you may be thinking about places where you can dance or move your body, or it could be like at the gym, because you have the Five of Wands here. somewhere where there is this competitive energy, where people are in training. For some of you, it could be that you are learning to dance, perhaps, or thinking about taking a dance class, or it could even be that you're thinking about training in something that is going to help you on your path. This could be upskilling, it could be, trying to get a new job, or if you're retired, it could be that you're trying to look at things that are in the community that are available to you that you wouldn't mind trying out, because this is like an explorative phase for you, where you're just dipping into things and seeing what you like at this time. But the Two of Pentacles also indicates choice. So some of you beautiful Leos out there, you may have a choice, and this could indicate someone that you already have history with coming back in to try and converse with you. But it can also indicate that two people capture your attention, and you have to decide which one you want. So with the Queen of Cups as your overarching kind of energy, it's basically what is crossing you. You have a beautiful heart, okay? You are so loving, so giving, you're very intuitive, you're so supportive, and you're actually a healing force. So you tend to attract people who have trauma responses or trauma bonds, triggers, people who perhaps feel like they need fixing. So you may actually have noticed that people who come into your life, they seek your sanctuary. They seek the goodness of your heart. And the Queen of Cups, whilst, it is a wonderful card to get because it indicates you are just so loving and caring, it's also like a little warning there that sometimes you can overgive, over love, and you need to protect your energy, okay? So also there's a need for self-care there and erecting healthier boundaries as well. But I feel like you've been learning to be your own best friend for quite some time. And that is one of the main lessons we all have to come into this lifetime and learn, okay? I feel like you're going to attract a period of emotional security where there is love and respect, and there is someone coming in here who is worthy of your love as well. But I feel like you've been in a period of learning to heal yourself. Some of you may have attracted experiences in the past with people who were emotionally unavailable or who were very insecure. And because of their insecurities, they almost projected onto you their fears, or they could have even like flirted with other people because they felt insecure or intimidated by being with you, because you are someone who naturally attracts a lot of attention. So they may have felt in some way inadequate and had to kind of like try and readdress the balance because of their ego. They may have tried to like flirt with other people to try to make you feel jealous, or make you feel insecure in some way because they felt in some way that they were not happy or truly comfortable with themselves. Now, we all drink from the cup of love first, before we exchange it with another person. And if we've got like insecurity, trust issues, addictions, obsessions, lust, all in that cup, then of course we're going to exchange that with another person. And we have to heal parts of ourselves before we can truly open up to the love that we truly deserve and desire. So I feel some of you have been noticing patterns in your life there too. Now we do have the Sun card. It is what is below you, okay? Which means on the earthly plane, you are learning to love yourself. You are learning to shine your light and not let anyone dull your shine there as well. Also, you're trying to remain positive, okay? I feel like you haven't completely given up on love. Things have not been happening for quite some time, okay? With the Four Swords in your past position, I feel that's about to change, but I feel like you have been in a solitary energy, a protective energy, and this could be because you were heartbroken in the past, or you had some experiences in the past that knocked your confidence. But I feel you've gone past the healing stage, because the Sun card, it is after the star in the major arcanas. So I feel like you've gone through a major healing period, and now you're just like being you. You're just doing you, and you're learning to enjoy yourself and your energy right now before you get into this high level commitment. However, you are attracting, an opportunity to love someone and be loved by someone right now. And there is a relationship that will start to flourish, okay? It's opposing the Ace of Wands, which tells me there is a chemistry or a spark between you and somebody that will develop into something a little bit more serious, okay? Now, for some of you beautiful Leos, you may have already connected to this person, okay? But I feel there hasn't been like an established kind of relationship yet there. And you may be wondering, how's it going to go? Well, actually, I see you and this person taking trips together, vacations together. And I feel like this person really sees you or really gets you. And I do feel it will turn into something long-term. Also, I feel like you have rivalry for your affection. So I feel there is a potential for another suitor to come in, somebody new that you haven't met yet, and you may have to make that decision. So it's like someone you know already or someone who is completely new. And this could mean that some of you are talking to your ex, or some of you could be like thinking about your ex and they come in round about Valentine's Day. I feel like it may not be exactly on Valentine's Day, you know? I feel it may be like the day before or the day after Valentine's Day that an ex reaches out because they don't want to sort of like let you know that actually they've been thinking about you a lot. It's almost like they're trying to play it cool, but at the same time, they're coming in and they're not able to offer you an emotionally available relationship. It feels like the pattern is on repeat, promising the world, delivering nothing. Even though their intention is to, I feel like they're just not capable of doing it because they're very inconsistent, very wishy-washy in their energy. And I feel that you're disconnecting from that. The Ten of Wands means like you're really like not allowing anyone from your past kind of in, okay? Now we've got the Four of Swords there. So this is in your past position. So that tells me, your single life is pretty much coming to an end because this is a solitary energy. Now you're moving on to the Ace of Wands, which means a spark, a chemistry with somebody new. But the Four of Swords indicates a period of rest, taking some time out, really thinking about who you are, what you want for your life, not just for a relationship. And I feel right now you've been taking a break in order to take care of yourself, but also to just think things through, really get to know your mind, have command over your mind, and, to find security in your emotions there as well. And the Four of Swords, as I said, is a solitary energy. Some of you may have been a little bit worried or stressed that perhaps, you're not going to find love, but that's not true at all. I don't care how old you are or what frequency you're vibing at. As long as you are manifesting love, you actually will attract love. But the higher you raise your vibration and the more positive you are, I know it's easier said than done because we all fluctuate in our moods and our energies, but you actually will attract someone who is on a very same path or same vibrational frequency as you. So just watch what you think about, watch what you wish for as well, because sometimes we can get exactly what we wish for, and when it shows up, we're like, I didn't think it was actually going to be like that. Many years ago, I flippantly said to a friend whilst I was watching a TV show, and I'm only thinking about this now because they're actually giving me a song that I think is actually connected to a TV show, and I'll give you that song now in a moment. But flippantly, many years ago, I turned to my, flatmate at the time, and I said, you know what? We were watching a TV show. I said, I'd love someone exactly like that. Where are those people at? And suddenly, about a month later, the universe delivered a person who looked like that actor, who was the same name as the character of the TV show that I was watching. And I was like, whoa, is this a sign or is this a sign? But I forgot. The character in the TV show was not a nice person. That's the character that they were playing, right? But I was thinking more about the actor, but I wasn't specific. So the universe said, well, you order this and we have delivered this. And this person actually was a very toxic human, it played out the way it was meant to play out because I was meant to learn lessons, not only about what I wish for, but also how I conduct myself in a relationship and, how I learn from my past experiences and theirs, what they bring to the table and what I bring to the table. There's so many lessons to learn. But I feel right now you're really thinking clearly about intentions, what it is you want in a person, and certainly what it is that you do not want in a person. And I feel the universe is about to deliver if you haven't met someone already. The Ace of Wands is your potential position, the start of something new, something that buds, something that starts to bloom. And I feel, this is also a call for you to come out of your comfort zone, to do something passionate, bold, and daring, something that perhaps you haven't done before, something for you, okay? So listen to your heart, because I feel like the whisperings of your heart are trying to guide you to where you feel like you should be. So whether, the Ace of Wands is like a very creative card. It's a transformative card. So whether it's like your guides whispering, take that art class, you've been meaning to do it, or whether it's like go horse riding because you've always wanted to do it, or whether it is, take golf lessons or join that football team, or whatever it is that you are being guided to do at this time, go for it, because I feel the start of something truly special, a wonderful, loving, passionate adventure is on the horizon for you. But, you know, we must always take one step towards the universe, and the universe will take 10 steps towards us, okay? So the ace is the spark of transformation, something new. And it is a time to dream big, because when you get that card, it means you're turning your dreams into reality. Some people, you know, friends I've said in the past, they say, I really want to find love. And I go, okay, what kind of person do you want? And they're like, you know, just someone who's really nice. I'm like, okay, that's really like broad. And they're like, okay, well, I haven't really thought about it. Well, then you're not manifesting. Then you're not visualizing what it is you want for your future. You have to be direct about what it is that you want. So then they start getting a little bit more precise about what they want. And suddenly their life starts to change. Remember, the universe is there to help us achieve what is in our mind. So tap into that energy that's available. Now, the Six of Swords, as I said right at the beginning, I felt some of you are planning a vacation. The Six of Swords can indicate a journey. It could be a spiritual journey. Some of you could be going on a spiritual retreat. Some of you could be in a very explorative phase. But the Six of Swords indicates that you've been through like a rite of passage. You've learned some lessons. There have been some difficult times along the way, where sometimes you've even felt, you know, a test of faith. But I feel like you're being guided out of difficulty now, and I feel like you are coming out the other side with lessons learned and a greater vision of what it is that you want. And now I feel like you're moving away from the past. You know, Six of Swords ultimately means you're being guided out of difficulty, okay? But it also means you're like evolving from past situations, you're recovering. There's no more obstacles in sight. You're being guided to uncharted territory of exploration so that you can find someone new, someone who vibes at the same frequency as you, and someone who is open to that level of love that you truly deserve and desire. So I feel you're actually being guided to somebody new. So really listen to the whisperings of your heart or the signs and symbols that you're being given. Now, that song that came up, I'm going to give you the lyrics. It's a very famous song by Buddy Holly, I think. Heartbeat, why do you flip and give me a skip? Okay, I'm not sure if it says each sign or each time. I'm going to have to really listen to that song because it went so fast. But also they're giving me, I know that new love thrills me. Okay. So I'm going to have to, it's like stop dead now. It's finished. I've got no repeat. Normally I get a bit of a repeat so I can hear it coming around again, but that's all I'm getting from this. So either you're going to hear that song over the next 6 weeks or so. Could be related to a TV series, because I'm actually being given that it's connected to a TV series that people wear uniforms. So perhaps this new person that you're about to meet is either connected to the TV world in some way. They may work in front of or behind the camera. Or it could be that they have to wear a uniform for their day-to-day job, or they did if they're retired and you're retired. Or, I mean, it could also indicate that in the future they may wear a uniform for something. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not really sure of the TV series, what it's called, but it could be like something to do with the song. But I know that the song is Buddy Holly. I've heard the song before, and it may have even come up in a reading before in the past. And I think even then it was connected to a TV show, but I just can't remember that other part. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it there and move on. But listen out for that song, okay? It may mean nothing to you in this moment, then suddenly everything starts to slot into place. Now, Page of Cups, you're waiting for love. You have a dream of love, and that dream of love is about to become a reality. Because what happens if you see a traditional sort of Rider-Waite Tarot Page of Cups, there is a page there. Pages bring news, so you're going to be communicating with someone new, and there is a romantic element to it. But also, you know, the Page of Cups has a cup, and that cup, you know, a cup of water represents the dream, the vision of love, your emotions, what you yearn for. And then the fish surprises you. It's not meant to be in that cup, but it is abundance. It is prosperity. It is your wish being delivered on the physical plane, being surprised by the element of love. And I feel like, you know, your dream is going to become a reality. You're open to love. But this card also reminds you to embrace your childlike spirit, you know, to be playful, to be curious. This is the beginning of intimacy. You've already started to get really close to who you are and learn more about you. And now you're ready to get intimate with another person. So I definitely see that there's someone new who's coming in. And, you know, I just heard delightful dance. delightful dance. So either you're going to meet this person at a place where you dance. I mean, it could be that you're invited to like a wedding or invited to a party, house party, birthday, and it's a place where people dance. Or it could be like dance classes, as I said before. But I'm hearing dance, and this figure actually looks like they're having a bit of a shimmy, and the song came in at the same time. So it may all be related. I'm not really sure. I can only give you what I'm being given. But I feel like you are going to be noticed at this event, or you're going to be noticed wherever you go in the next 6 weeks. I mean, typically you're always noticed, my beautiful Leo. You can't help but naturally shine. You know, you are unique, and I'm not blowing smoke up here, you know what. You can feel it yourself that people do gravitate towards you or they notice you, but you're going to notice people noticing you a lot. Queen of Wands is also a reminder. Lead with your passions. Be your wonderful, unique, authentic self, because it is a Leo card as well. So this is about, you know, collaborations, whether they're creative or getting involved in the community, soul connections that lead with passion. So you're being asked to lead with passion at this time and do something that your soul is yearning to do, because that is going to put you in the flow of meeting this new person, okay? And I feel this is about being your wonderful self, you know, just showing you. Because you are the person who is about to be loved unconditionally by another person who's coming in, and it'll be vice versa there. Now, this is a hope and a fear position. 5 of Wands. Interesting. 5 of Wands can indicate some of you are, you know, really busy right now. You are pulled and pushed in many different directions. There's a lot of tension going on, and you're trying to find time for yourself. But also it can indicate that there is someone coming in who potentially is not like your usual type, but actually ticks all the boxes of what you're hoping for in a person. So I feel this person that you're about to meet, I feel like they're a little bit different than your usual type, but actually I feel to some degree that may be a good thing. And I feel also that there is someone you're going to be really intrigued by from the very beginning. And this person, they've only got eyes for you, okay? And I feel that it's just out of the blue, this person, like you have a conversation with this person and, you know, you're talking about wild and wacky things straight away. You know, none of this surface stuff where you're like, oh yeah, so where are you from? What do you do? Yeah, the weather's been bad, right? It's been really weird. None of that. It's going to be the deep stuff right from the very beginning. But also it's a little bit wacky. Some of you, I feel like there's a childhood conversation coming here. Like, remember the cartoons or the animations that we used to watch when we were younger? Or there's just some sort of connection to childhood here, about remembrances of, you know, past things that you used to watch. There's going to be a conversation about that with this new person. But the 5 of Wands also, the position that it's in indicates that, you know, there've been some challenges in love, and I feel you're hoping that, you know, you have harmony, someone who doesn't create drama, because I feel like you're trying to eradicate that. I mean, when you have it in this position, it means you get it in the upright and the reverse. And the reverse is actually more positive than the upright, which means harmony, success, problem solved. You will find a solution to your love conundrum, basically, this month. And I feel, you know, you're overcoming an obstacle, but I have to identify that it means rivalry. Okay, rivalry for your affections. So I do feel like you're going to have an option of 2 people. And it's really interesting that you've got a King of Swords. So it could be someone who's a Gemini. Doesn't have to be, but it could be someone, you know, who is mature enough to know better. Someone who, you know, is a good conversationalist, is what I'm getting here. Someone who is a leader, may have their own business. But I feel there could be some similar traits to like a past person, but I feel they're not completely like them. I feel it's more that they are a little bit different than your usual type, but there may be some things that sort of overlap there. But we have a 6 of Wands and we have a 10 of Wands here. 10 of Wands is like someone you have history with, but also 6 of Wands is someone who truly sees you for who you are and raises you up rather than pulls you down or makes you feel depressed and low about the energy. So I just need to pull a card here because I feel there is the potential for you to meet someone new for sure, but also I feel there is potential for someone wanting to reunite with you. So let's see what's going on there. Someone that you have guarded against, although I feel like you are in a protective energy. 7 of Wands, as you can see, this figure is batting off all the other wands. You're not looking for lust, you're looking for love. So I feel like you're going to choose a person who you feel you'll have a long-term relationship with, and also someone who has that spark, that something. But the 7 of Wands also indicates, you know, that some of you have been under a lot of pressure recently, and, you know, you're just trying to do life right now. And I feel like you're thinking about getting yourself out there. And you're waiting for an opportunity for that to arise. But remember, there's no time like the present. Seven of Cups. I mean, double seven is going to tell you that there is a major change in your relationship status, and it's going to be a lucky one. Seven of Cups indicates you're going to have a choice. I mean, it's just like you get to choose who you have here, okay? But also the Seven of Cups is really important. It's almost like an advice card there for you in this moment, which is like, imagine yourself with each person and what your future would look like. Think about, if it's a past person, what your history has been like, and see if things can find a resolution. But also acknowledge that that person, you know, to some degree, they're going to change and evolve and mature, but a lot of their traits that perhaps you are not happy with will still remain, because it's really hard for us to change ourselves, let alone if someone else expects us to change. We should never try to change another person. So I feel like, you know, visualize your future with each person and see where your heart feels happy, where it feels secure. You know, I feel it's very important for you to do that at this time, especially if you have a choice. Okay, so we do have an Emperor here as well. There's a lot of cards come through. So I feel like there's a lot of factors in play right now. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. A lot of you are working on yourself. Some of you are tempted to repair, you know, a situation with another person. We got the Page of Cups there, which indicates there is new love coming in. And we got Three of Pentacles there, which means there's going to be you and two options, okay? And someone that you already know, whether it's an ex or whether it's someone that you had like a brief fling with, they are talking about you right now, and you get to decide. I mean, you're getting the same cards. Six of Swords. You got the Six of Swords here. You learned a lesson from a past situation, and you've waited a long time for love with the Three. Five of Pentacles, I feel some of you have felt very insecure about situations. You may have felt shut out in the cold regarding love. There may have even been a person who abandoned a relationship or ghosted you, and they may try to come in. Yeah, look at that. I felt the ghosted. We got the Seven of Swords there. Someone who comes in, promises the world, delivers nothing, kind of like runs out there. This person is not emotionally available to offer love. Two of Pentacles, you're getting the exact same cards. How is that possible? Unless it is an absolute message from the guides. So Two of Pentacles, you know, again, choice. Four of Cups is a very important card that establishes that you're fed up with a past narrative. You're fed up with the way things are right now. And the universe is sending you a lifeline by sending you someone new, a loving experience that is going to be more emotionally fulfilling than ever before. And we got the Ten of Cups. You could be truly happy with this new person. You'll settle down with this new person if you choose this person, okay? There'll be a high-level commitment there. The Two of Swords is really tap into your intuition, really see with all of your senses, not just with your eyes. Think about your future. You're about to, you know, discover uncharted territory, a new person, a new experience. So allow yourself to feel it fully and visualize, you know, all that it can be. Now, we do have a Nine of Cups, a wish fulfilled. Remember, be careful what you wish for. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the start of something new. The aces represent the new energy. So I feel someone new coming in is actually going to offer a high-level commitment. And we have the Queen of Cups. We have the Sun card. And we also have the King and Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so these cards, they can basically indicate that there are three people. You know, you're going to have to choose who is in alignment with your heart. But it's like someone, these could be aspects of self. It's like someone coming in, you know, you have the dream of love, but this new person who comes in, they turn that love wish into reality and offer a stable relationship. But because there are two queens and a king there, and the Sun, I mean, for some of you, you know, it can mean that this person was married in the past who's coming in. But I just want to clarify with a different deck. We've got the Knight of Swords and we've got the Ten of Wands. Okay, so again, they're indicating that someone from your past is rushing back into your present, and the Ten of Wands indicates baggage or history with this person. And I feel like they haven't changed. Okay, I feel like they're trying to change. Knight of Swords indicates lifestyle changes, but also there is a high potential this person is still somehow connected to somebody else, or, you know, hasn't really, learned to step up emotionally and is serious about a relationship, but I feel you do get to decide. Ultimately, you're going to choose a person who is mature enough to offer you a relationship that you truly deserve and desire. And of course, the person that your heart really longs for. Love is a factor, okay? So, I mean, the Ten of Wands, it means don't overextend yourself, don't overcommit yourself, but it also indicates that you are burning away the past, releasing the excess, and clearing space for a new beginning. So that's what really tells me that you're only doing new. And with the Six of Wands there, this is a card of success. It's about reaching your goal. It's about being seen for who you truly are and being loved by a person who, is going to admire you and really love all parts of yourself. And, with the Six of Wands here, I also get this energy that, you're learning a lesson about putting someone on a pedestal. Just be a little bit mindful of that there too, okay? So I feel the next 6 weeks, you could be talking to somebody new. It will turn into a high-level commitment is what I see there. You've been learning a lesson about self-love. This is a wonderful deck there, the love story. Okay, Oracle deck there. It says self-love. This is something that you've been going through right now in a period of healing. It's number 27, which basically indicates number 9. 2 and 7 is 9, which is hermit energy. So you've been in a period of self-reflection, personal development, and, developing your spiritual gifts. Also, we have gifts, okay? You've been learning that you are a gift and that you have a lot to offer. And I feel this new person that you meet, or if you've just met a new person, when you meet on a date, this person's going to bring you a little token of affection, even for the first date. I feel it could be something as small as a flower or a little token of something, maybe even a little chocolate or something. I feel they're actually going to give you a gift. And of course, we've got chemistry. So that connects completely with that Ace of Wands there. So there is a relationship coming in, a spark between you and someone new, and you're going to really enjoy exploring where it goes. Look at it. That's like an explorative kind of environment where all the ingredients are coming together to create something hot and steamy. But also I feel there is a longevity to this relationship that comes in as well. So I'm just going to go and get a trinket before we close. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Just pop that back there. Oh, wow. Look, we've got peace, the peace symbol there. Okay, so a relationship coming in that does not have any drama attached to it. You're choosing to have peace in your heart. This may also be a symbol or sign that you'll see just before you meet this new person or at a place where you meet this person. I mean, it could be if you like tattoos, this person may have that sign tattooed on them, or perhaps they have a business and they have that incorporated in their business logo. So, don't dismiss any signs. They are there for a reason. We also have the dragonfly. Okay, now that's really interesting because dragonflies, they find their partner and they mate for life, and they sort of have that wonderful dance. There is a mating dance that goes along with the dragonfly, and again, it may be a sign or a symbol. But, in this short breath of life that we all have on this earthly plane, I feel like you will find your partner and you will have that romantic dance of love. And I feel it will be truly something special. And of course, you've got the ring. Okay, I can't tell what I'm picking up. It just feels like metal or, a rune. But you got the ring, commitment. And I feel this is an exciting time for you as you move ahead. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that for you, my beautiful Leo. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Leo, and love and light.